Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be one of the most important videos I do, and it's because it's something that I've been saying for a long time. Now, I'm not even here to be like, I told y'all, I told you this was going to happen. I'm not even here to do that. I am here for one and one thing only. First of all, is to protect hip hop culture. That's not a game. This is the culture. This is my culture. This is all I know. This is me. This is my DNA. So you got to understand that to all the people who thought that I was mad at Drake because he lost a battle, to all the people who think that I'm playing Stan War games, this is what I've been saying. Ladies and gentlemen, Double XL just put out an article where UMG highlights that Drake puts a stop to the art of diss tracks with lawsuit for Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, UMG claimed. Let me read that again. Drake puts a stop to the art of diss tracks with lawsuits for the Kendrick Lamar Not Like for Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us UMG claims. Ladies and gentlemen, link in the pinned comment. Go grab it. It's more than merch. It's a mission statement, bro. Shout out to everybody that I see be sending me pictures and say they're pulling up to the Kendrick shows, rocking this. I can't wait to see some of y'all in the West Coast cities. Listen, I've been said, I had more respect for Drake when this battle started. I had immense Drake's respect for him to jump in and handle the boogeyman. He jumped in the pool and tried to wrangle the shark. I don't care if he got half his body bit off. It was not until the lawsuits dropped that I said, wait a minute, this is anti-hip hop. This is disgusting. And there is for sure people who are mad at Drake just because they like Kendrick. Kendrick, my fave. But that's not why I'm upset at Drake. Had he not done the lawsuits, I actually like Drake more than I liked him before. The lawsuits means you betrayed this culture. And I kept telling people, do you not understand the slippery slope that we're going down? You don't understand the precedent that this sets? If you are defending, if you understand, or if you are still pushing for these lawsuits, there is no more argument. You are anti-hip hop. Let's really dive into this article because this is what I've been telling y'all and this is what I've been saying. So, Universal Music claims in there, and I need everybody to pay attention to this. I need this video to get 6,000 likes so this can go everywhere. Like I said, I need everybody to see this. Send this to your friends. Send this to the people who think that it's okay what Drake is doing with the lawsuit. Send it. UMG claims in their new motion to dismiss Drake's lawsuit that he is trying to chill diss tracks by suing UMG for defamation over Kendrick Lamar's song. UMG files a new motion to dismiss Drake's lawsuit. On Wednesday, May 7th, UMG filed another motion to dismiss Drake's federal defamation lawsuit. The latest filing argues Drake failed to properly state a claim for defamation, partly due to Kendrick Lamar's lyrics being protected under the First Amendment. Assessed in the context as it must be, Not Like Us conveys non-actionable opinion and hype. Brain just rhetorical hyperbole, the filings adds. So, I told y'all, if you are supporting this or if you're not pushing against this, then you guys are saying that I don't think y'all understand the precedent it sets. You cannot be a fan of battle rap. You cannot be a fan of hip hop and be pushing anything that stifles anybody from saying anything. You understand that, right? The fact that there's people like Adam Calhoun, who's a white boy, who's got a song where he's saying nigga, and it's perfectly fine for him to have that up. Obviously it's not perfectly fine, but his freedom of speech, to that, it's perfectly fine. Now, whatever the repercussions of that, if you can, is whatever. And I only use him specifically because that's the person I could think of. There are a lot of things that, even if I don't agree with what you say, you have the right to say it. Now, I have the right to say what I'm going to say back to you about it. I have the right to make you look like a clown, roast you, flame you, for sure. But I don't have the right to take you, to say, even if I wanted that erased, because I know what the repercussions will be. I keep telling people, if Drake wins this lawsuit, you got to understand this is gonna make record labels not want to be involved in anything that has diss tracks. Almost to the point where I bet you niggas are gonna have to start sending music to their record label to get it clear to make sure that you're saying the right thing. And then if it's not, they're gonna edit it. They're gonna tell you what you can and cannot say. And if you think it's gonna just stop at dissing people, you're crazy. Because now there's a lot of ambulance chasers who see it this was like, oh, so shit, if you give my restaurant a bad review lyrically, if you say I went and ate this place didn't like it, I could have took damages and sued for that. Like, anybody who's defending this, bro, you're a fan of Drake, you're not a fan of hip hop. That's disgusting, bro. The suit also claims Drizzy is trying to put a freeze on artistic expression, specifically the art of diss tracks. Facts. Indeed, diss tracks are a popular and celebrated art form centered around outrageous insults, and it's called diss tracks, and they would be chilled if Drake's suits were permitted to proceed. The UMG lawyer says these allegations directly aim to chill the legitimate artistic expression safeguarded by the First Amendment. The fact, because I see people be like, I can't believe, the people who are just toxically Drake fans be like, I can't believe people are supporting UMG over an artist. Absolutely. I'm not going, I'm not siding with UMG over an artist. I'm siding with hip hop and artistic expression over an artist. It just so happens UMG is on that side and not the artist. Come on, bro. We boring today. Protect hip hop culture at all costs. Go grab this, bro. Go get you a shirt. Go get you a shirt. This the pink version. You know what I mean? This is I don't understand. This was when I said, "Oh yeah, Drake, you expedited yourself out. You've pariahed yourself out of hip hop. You're not." And there's just not enough people speaking of this. And I think people are getting caught up so much in the Stan Wars and the everyday different things about Drake and clowning on him that we're really missing the biggest, most detrimental thing he's doing. If you're a hip hop fan, you need to stand against. It's not even so much that you need to just be like not saying anything. You damn near need to openly stand against this lawsuit. It will change the art form that you love or you pretend to love forever, irreputably. All right, let's keep going. Y'all think I'm playing, bro. If Kendrick did this, I would be on Kendrick's top. It's just that Kendrick would, let me not say never, never say never, but I would bet everything that Kendrick would never do some shit like this. And that's why he represents hip hop. And that's why I'm riding with him so much, bro. I became more of a Kendrick fan since this. And I was a huge Kendrick fan before this. So, UMG has previously accused Drake of filing, and mind you, these are battles and disses that you engaged in. Mind you, after you sued this, you called Joe Budden a de-esser. Bro, if I'm Joe Budden and Drake does this and win, I'm suing that nigga. Yeah, fuck it. If that's what we doing, the Pandora's box open because you just said that he engages in homosexual acts and SSD. And he's not. And he's openly came. So that's the Karen in him, where you're the one who does this shit too, and you're still doing it, but they can't say, man, fuck out of here, bro. The newest motion comes 2 months after Drake amended the lawsuit he originally filed against UMG in January. In the latest edition, Drake's lawyers added Kendrick Lamar's performing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl, oh my God, halftime show to their list of complaints. XXL reached out to Drake's attorney for comment. Last week marked the 1 year anniversary of Kendrick Lamar's and Drake's epic rap battle. However, saga continues between UMG and Drake. Words can't describe to me how lame of a nigga Drake has become. Words cannot describe. And then here they go through a history of disrespectful, of diss tracks. And let's go through them and kind of just give overviews about how disrespectful they were and how nobody in the sued, and Drake is the first one. Now we got to do this one because I mean, it is a Drake diss track, so he basically lame nigga. Quavo and nigga Chris Brown in this song quite literally said, "Why didn't you die instead of Takeoff?" Nobody got sued. Quavo was over here talking about Chris Brown whooping on bitches and being a predator. Chris Brown didn't sue. G Unit, bro. We can't even talk about G Unit in the game. Niggas literally got shot. Nobody got sued. Okay. Remy Ma Sheether. God, remember what Remy Ma was saying? Nicki didn't sue. Pusha T story of Adidon. I can no longer, because Drake, yeah, you a nigga who sues. So, yeah, that's. Notice how everyone is just Drake. Cassidy, Meek Mill, Ray, nobody got sued. Quavo, Ice Tray feature, nobody got sued. Drake, his own diss track, Karen ass. Kumo D, nobody got sued back to back. Oh yeah, when it's you, is it your world's tour or your girls tour? When you're literally ruining niggas' careers and making it so they can't make money, it's fine. But to you, Eazy-E said to Dr. Dre in this song, he said, I think it's on this song, or is it Dre Day? It's Dre Day. He said, right now it's nothing but a G thing, but back in the day, it was just a she thing. Nobody got sued. We can keep going. Papoose got a Big Sean diss track? I didn't know that. Tim Dog, F Compton, Elephant in the Sand. We can just go on and on and on. And in the long history, the one thing that is in common with all these MCs, they didn't sue because they respect the art form. There's one person who also has diss tracks on this list, ironically. The proof he's a Karen. That's sued. Ladies and gentlemen, please protect hip-hop culture. I stand firmly against this, and anybody who stands for this, you just anti-hip-hop, I guess.